Hey Virgo, this is Daniel Red Wolf, and welcome to my channel. Welcome to those of you who have been here before, and welcome anybody that's new. I've had my channel for I started a couple years ago, and then I ended up what do you call it? I had to step away. I was going through so many initiations, stepping into really the role of the teacher, of an elder. I'm an indigenous shamanic practitioner, so I really had to step into that role, which required me to just go a little crazy for a little bit. However, I've been guided to come back to really help give the teachings and the wisdom from my family and going from there. So I'm excited to be back. I'm looking forward to helping as many people as I can, as well as continue to work with one-on-ones individually, as well as continue to teach and do ceremony, because that's really what I've been focusing on the past couple of years, teaching shamanic classes and then doing ceremonies. So welcome back. As a welcome back offer, I'm doing a 50% off sale. So if you want a one-on-one session with me, you can get 50% off. Just go to the link below, or to the description below, to go ahead and get the, what do you call that thing? The link to my scheduling page. You can go ahead and then use the promo code and get 50% off of a one-on-one session with me. I know last time I did this, when I started they went quickly, so you might want to get on it if you want to get a session with me. That's why I had to stop doing one-on-ones, because my schedule got so crazy. But besides that, I'm excited to be here, excited to be back, excited to what do you call this thing? Get on this journey again with you folks, and let's get started. So I'm very direct. These are going to be general readings, so they may not resonate with everybody. I'm hoping you could get something, pick up whatever you can, and leave the rest on the table, right? So if you do resonate with it, definitely feel free to like, share, subscribe, and definitely leave a comment below. So I pull 8 cards, and I really pay attention to what's happening as a, as a indigenous practitioner. This has been in my line. I've been doing this since I was a kid. I'm also a medium, so I use the tarot cards to really help me. I use the tarot, is it the Wheel of the Year tarot deck? And then I will be using the Seers tarot deck to go ahead and get some clarity, and then get ancestor wisdom card to finalize the reading. So let's see what comes up for Virgo. So right off the bat, you get the Knight of Pentacles. This tells me it's about money, but also love. You have the Princess of Swords. The Nine of Wands. Seven of Cups. The Five of Wands. The Four of Wands. So there's definitely a lot of fire energy coming here. The Princess of Cups. And then the Two of Pentacles. So right off the bat, this right here with the Knight of Pentacles, I really feel like there's really going to be some type of opportunity coming through. I feel like there's going to be an opportunity for you to be working with someone that's might be a little bit younger than you. However, this person is going to be really not knowledgeable in terms of their work, right? And I don't even know how do I put this. But I feel like, okay, so this is the image that's coming to my mind, right? I'm seeing this person, and it has to deal with this person's going to help you expand your business, or this person's going to help you really connect back to something that you really want to do. And it could be, like I said, a younger person, or they really have a young personality. However, it's really going to be one of those situations where you're going to be in battle with yourself. And the reason you're going to be in battle with yourself is because there's a lack of trust. I'm showing that there is something that has happened in the past, and I'm saying that because of this one, because of the Princess of Swords. You're always on the lookout for what's going to happen. things are going to start going really good for June. However, you're waiting for the next shoe to drop, and because of that, this person is going to come in who's really going to be someone who's going to allow you or to help you grow into a better professional, a better business person, a better, I don't even know how to put it, overall a better person in all areas of your life. You're going to be the one that's going to be holding yourself back because of all the self-talk, of all of the gosh, there's so much, like, I'm like trying to make sense of it, and I always tell people, I'm like, it gets crazy because sometimes I'm like, I'm hearing things, I'm seeing things, but there's a lack of trust. Ultimately, there's a lack of trust. It could be that you've been betrayed, and you were betrayed in the past because of with money. Money is, I really feel like it's the root of the betrayal. Or you might have been promised a raise or a certain amount of money, and that never came in. However, this month is really about understanding who you can begin to trust and who you can't. And there are some people in your life that really want to help you. However, you have to let them in, right? However, with this card, it's almost like you've always done everything by yourself. You've always done everything by yourself and you've been successful. However, the moment you start letting other people in, you're really going to start noticing the freedom. You're really going to start noticing that the growth, the expansion, right? And especially with the Two of Pentacles, right? There's a lot of you that you've been struggling with finances. You're like, what the heck? I'm overspending. I'm really spending more money than I need to, or that is actually coming in. And because of that, you're in this place where you feel isolated. You feel like there's not much happening, or you can't move forward. So this is the month of you being able to begin to start assessing, what are your priorities? What are your goals? What are you spending your money on? Is it really necessary, right? For a couple of you in June, there's going to be a transformation. It could be like you are going to a retreat. You're going to maybe take some time off of work to really start connecting the dots, to really start connecting what is actually happening. So a couple of you Virgos, there's also going to be a shift in a home. There's going to be a transformation. There's something with construction. I'm getting that with the Four of Wands. So with the Four of Wands, I'm really feeling like this is growth. This is happening. There's also another image is really coming through my mind where it's the opportunity of expanding the family. It could be you're getting a pet, you're getting a child is coming into this picture. However, there's people. It's an expansion. It's growing. With the growth comes so much shit that happens with our spiritual evolution, right? So when we get a new pet, when we get a child coming in, right, there is so much crap that we have to go through. There's so many layers that we have to peel, because now we're starting to reparent ourselves and say, okay, well, now my responsibilities are shifting. And you're like, holy shit, I did not know this was going to take up so much of my time. So it's about really wrestling with being willing to ask people for help. And I'm going to tell you, Virgos, I'm an Aquarius, so I am one person that I suck at asking people for help. I will be the first to admit, I will do whatever it takes to not ask someone for help. Yeah, I have the ego. My ego is huge. It doesn't matter how spiritual you are. It is, yeah. Let's just leave that shit at that, right? I'm with you. I suck asking for help. So you're really going to start battling with yourself and you're going to be questioning, can you do this by yourself? Can you not? And one of the biggest things to do is start small. One of my things for me, for sure, has been starting to ask for help. I'm creating a membership site, and I am so stubborn, and I'm looking at this and I'm like, no, I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to figure out how to design it. It's going to be totally fine. I have access to tech support, right? And I'm just like, screw this shit. It ain't happening. I'm not calling tech support, because one of my largest beliefs that I've been, that I've had to overcome has been being willing to ask for help, right? Because all my life I've seen that as, if I ask for help, it shows as some somehow I feel like I'm less than or weak. That's been like the belief that I've had to overcome. And we are human, so yeah, shit still comes up for me. I'm definitely more aware of it, and I ask people for help as much as I can now. However, there are still those times when I'm just like, yep, nope, I'm gonna figure this out. I will watch so many YouTube videos. I will check the frequently asked questions, the different discussion boards, and all that crap just to not ask for help, right? So, again, this is the month for you to really let go, complete courage, ask someone for help. Even if it's like if you're inviting a child into your life or something, or you're moving to a new house, ask family for help, ask friends, right? And I think a lot of the times we don't ask for help because we think that if they ask us for help, then we have to return the favor, right? And I learned that you have to be willing to ask for help, and that if that person truly wants to help you, they'll help you without asking for anything in return, right? And be totally fine if they do ask you for help, to know it's like, hey, I can't really help you with that. However, this is something I can help you with, or I can refer you out. You know, if it wants manual help, it's like, hey, I can't really do that. Is there another day that works for you? Or these are the days that actually work for me. Would any of those days work for you, right? Take it back and take ownership, put it back in your court. So, for those of you who are in need of isolation, of transformation, it's really about starting to connect with nature. You're an earth element. You are connected to Pachamama, right? So Pachamama, that's what we call Mother Earth. It is your main source of energy. It is your main source of creation, your main source of inspiration. So the month of June, it's about getting out there, being able to go out into nature, being able to just spend a day outside. Even if it's, you might have a long day, spend your evenings out there, connect with the moon. In our tradition, we really connect a lot with our grandmother, our mother moon, and our father sun. And those are who we connect with. So being able to connect with our Mother Earth, our moon, our mother moon, as well as our father sun, allow them to give you the wisdom. For me personally, I always like to just go outside. If I have a really long day, I just go outside, sit out there, and stare at the moon, and just go through a whole entire healing crisis. Usually that's when I start getting the wisdom, as well as that's when you start focusing on your shadow. So all the shit that we have to scrub out of our system. We all came here for our evolution of the soul. So it's how are we going to be able to step into that space? How are we going to be able to move into that space? So money, in terms of money is definitely going to start coming in as long as you're willing to reassess your finances, as long as you're willing to let go of shit that no longer serves you. When I talk about that, it's more about beliefs. There's a lot of beliefs of scarcity that are holding you back, right? There's so many different things that you can do, so many different, how do I even put this? There's so many different ways that you can earn money. However, you're not wanting to go through the process. You're not wanting to do the work. And that is really what you're going to have to overcome during the month of June. Overcome your fear of being seen. It's time to stop playing small. It's time to get your butt in the arena and actually take action, right? So for me, a good example is sometimes, when I started this channel, all of a sudden it's like, holy crap, you can study shame, you can understand shame, right? As someone who is trained in psychology, but it does not prepare you for the criticism, right? So it's hard when you are in the arena, when you're being out there, being vulnerable, being seen, and stuff starts to hit you, it's easier for you to start playing small, right? And so I had to go through an initiation of getting myself out there, and then stepping away to be able to overcome what it means to be an elder, what it means to step into the spotlight. And for me, that was a challenge, because stepping into the role of an elder at such a young age, yeah, I do have a lot of gray hair, so I may look younger than I am, but for me, I felt like I was not ready to step into. I felt like I didn't have enough years of experience, right? And all of these people kept telling me, and elders kept telling me, this is your job. This is why you have your name. Like Daniel Red Wolf, it's the teacher, is the elder. That is you. That's why you're giving that name. And of course, I didn't want to believe it. So, of course, I had to go through the initiations. So, whatever it is, you might have to start a podcast. You might want to start a YouTube channel. You might want to start a blog, get a website launch, whatever it is, you have to be willing during the month of June to go into the discomfort. The moment you're in that discomfort zone is the moment that you're going to start to flourish. It's the moment that you're going to start to expand. It's the moment that you're going to start to build. However, you know, there's this, you're like putting up a scarecrow. You're like, oh, I don't want to be out in the sun. I don't want to be there. You got to be willing to be inconvenienced. Lisa Nichols would always say, your conviction and your convenience don't live in the same zip code. And I agree with that 100%. If you are willing to go face adversity, that is when the transformation is going to happen. And transformation is going to start coming in June, especially right here with the Seven of Cups. For me, that's the butterfly. The butterfly tells me your path has been, especially probably the last 7 months, has been probably the most intense. So a butterfly is going through a process of evolution. They're at a caterpillar stage. They're in the ground, ugly, nobody likes them, not being focused, not being seen. And however, they step into the cocoon. They finally surrender and they say, screw this shit, I'm done. And that's when they finally expand or come out of that and go into the state of the butterfly where they can to fly free with their colors and everything. So this is definitely going to be the month of expansion, the month of transformation for you. For a couple of you, there is definitely love coming into the picture. I'm not sure why I'm getting a sense of someone from the past is coming back, but there is definitely someone from the past that might be a little bit younger than you. However, this person is really about, there's so much that they're battling with that there's so much that they're battling with that there's no commitment. There is nothing they don't want to do. There's nothing they want to move forward with. And for those of you who are coupled, I feel like I said, you're welcoming a family. There's an anniversary. There's something happening. For a couple of you guys, I feel like this is the month that you're going to start planning a trip. I'm getting August, September for some reason. There's going to be a trip coming up that you're going to definitely start planning for. So let's kind of just see what's happening else with your month. Let's see what else we get. So you have the Four of Cups. So again, it's about what are you going to do? There's definitely stuff. You got to let your energy flow. There's stuff coming in. However, with this one, you always see, hey, there's stuff there, but you're not looking at the actual materials here. You're focused too much on over here. So you're focusing on what you do not have instead of focusing on what you do have and expanding from there. So again, this could be looking at the job and being grateful for that job, or looking at the resources that you have and being okay. Or most importantly, looking at the talents that you have and being okay with what you have and knowing that even if you lack some other stuff, it's okay. That is something that you can learn, or it's something that you might not even need at the moment, but you feel like you need it. Strength card. The strength card is definitely going to be important for you this month because, again, it's about stepping out of your comfort zone, stepping into a different thing. Whether it's going to be stepping into the arena by starting a podcast, starting a blog, starting a YouTube channel. The King of Wands as well. Some of you might be starting a new job. Some of you are finally taking the leap during the month of June to say, hey, you know what? I am going to leave this job. I'm going to move somewhere where people value me, where people want me, where people appreciate me, right? Especially, sometimes we will hold on to our jobs because it's comfortable. It's what we're used to, and we don't want to go through the discomfort of having to look for a job or be out of a job. But the moment you look within and you find that strength, you find that courage, you find that fire that's within you, you're going to notice that shit's going to shift. And it's going to be a transformation, the change that you've actually been wanting for quite some time. And it's validated by the Sun card. Again, for us in our tradition, we honor the sun. We offer tobacco to the sun every single morning. I have my tobacco right here, and I burn it every single morning. I have my little shell, and all I ask for is love and joy every single day. So that is really about what are you going to be able to do? Allow the energy of the sun to start giving you the wisdom. Talk to them as if they're your guides, as if they're a friend, because they're there to give you the wisdom. They're there to give you the knowledge. So for a couple of you, I feel like in terms of love, if you are single, it definitely feels like a fire sign is going to start coming in, whether it's a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. There's definitely going to be a fire sign. It doesn't have to be their actual sun sign, but it could be one of their other signs, or they have Leo in their chart somewhere within there. So Virgos, I feel like this is, again, it's going to be the month of transformation as long as you're willing to get out of the discomfort zone. And I'm going to tell you, shit will get real when you're willing to, if you're willing to do that rumble, if you're willing to step into the discomfort, if you're willing to transform, if you're willing to say, hey, I'm ready to be reborn, I'm ready to be transformed, I'm ready to expand my life, I'm ready to take a shift, make the shift in my life to be able to get what I want. That is the moment that you're going to be able to see the transformation. And I will tell you, the last 4 years, the last 3 to 4 years actually have been crazy for me of expansion. And it was the most uncomfortable 4 years of my life. I've cried more than I think I've ever cried in my whole entire life. However, damn, it has been great. I don't think if I would have gone through that, I would not, be here again. So be willing to step into the discomfort zone. And again, get a friend, talk to a friend who's willing to step in there with you. And the final card is wisdom from our ancestors is respect your physical body. So this is also going to be the month of you starting to take care of your body, eating healthy, exercising a little bit more. Go out to the gym, take a class that allows you to connect with people. Go out for walks. If you go out for a walk or a run outside, it is going to be a heck of a lot better for you than going into a gym, for sure. Just go out around your neighborhoods. You're going to notice the difference because you're going to start releasing, the earth is going to start releasing everything or pulling everything out of your body so you can begin to actually transform. So another way to actually respect your physical body is by actually taking days off. There are times when we feel like, hey, I want to just sleep in. I just want to sleep, be in bed all day. Take the damn day off. It's totally fine. If you feel like you're being lazy, then I feel like there's definitely something that you have to work with that on your relationship with the word lazy, and understand that it's not being lazy. It's that you're finally listening to your body and saying, hey, I need to take a break. I need to honor my body. I need to respect myself. And I need to do that by taking a break, by eating healthy, by transforming, right? The way I think about how I take care of myself. And that again might be like, I need a break. I don't want to do anything today. I don't want to talk to anybody today. Silence your phone. Just watch Netflix or some movies, whatever it is. I've done that many times. And people are like, are you alive? Are you dead? What's happening? It's like, I texted you back, so I'm alive for sure. So Virgos, June 2023 is going to be an amazing month for you. It is definitely the beginning of an expansion for you. The next probably year and a half for you is going to be a year of growth. The next 6 months is definitely going to be the discomfort zone for sure. There's going to be there's going to be growths during the whole entire rest of the year. However, you're going to notice the biggest shift in 2024. I don't know if something's happening in your astrological chart, but there's going to be definitely a big shift hitting 2024, but it's going to start in June. So just definitely be prepared. So I'm already fucking this up, Again, I told you I'm real. So Virgo, I'm so excited that you stopped by. Hope this resonated with you. If it did, take what resonated with you. Some stuff might have not resonated with you and it might resonate later. Take it, put it in the back burner. If it did, leave a comment below. And if you're wanting to do a one-on-one session with me, check out the link below, bodysoulspirit.co. That's my practice, Colibrí Spiritual Wellness Collective. There's a bunch of other practitioners. However, the promo code only works for me. The other practitioners, you'll actually be directed to their website and work, so you can work with them. They're colleagues of mine that I have worked with, that I love and respect and honor, and I know their work. I trust them. So if you want an angel reading or an astrology reading, definitely check them out. And I'm trying to think what else I'm getting for you. Other than that, I look forward to connecting with you. I look forward to really working with you. And again, take care of yourself, take care of your body, honor yourself, because the moment you start putting your boundaries up is the moment that you're going to see expansion. And actually, one of the books, Nancy Levin, she was the author, not the author, she was one of the employees at Hay House. She actually wrote a book about boundaries. Just look it up, boundaries, and put like Nancy Levin, Levin. Definitely look it up, and it's really a good book that might help you understand how you can better put boundaries in your life. So Virgo, hope you have a good one. I will take care. Hopefully you take care, and I will catch you back in July. Takes. Bye.